first part, make sure you're familiar with the root position G major triad, 1, 3, 5. That's G, B, D. We're going to start on the 6th note of the G scale, which is E, and come down chromatic to the D, right down the chord shape to G, and then down by half steps to the flat 7, which is F. Down to 5, arpeggio, down to flat 7. Now we're thinking of a root position C major triad, 1, 3, 5. That's C, E, G. Now we're starting on the 6th of the C chord, which is now A. Down to the 5, 2 notes right from the chord, 3 and 1, and then half steps down to the flat 7. Now we're back over a G7 chord, still thinking about this triad and starting with the same phrase. But now we're going to come right back up. G, A, C, and then starting on an E, we're going to do a hammer-on pull-off to F, E, F, E, and then pull off to the D. And then we're going to surround the 3rd of the G chord, which is B. We're going to go C, B flat, B. Measures 5 and 6 over the C7 chord. So thinking about the C major triad again, starting with the same phrase once again. But when you get to the flat 7, we're going to come down to this G, which is the 5th of the C chord, back to an A, which is the 6th, and then a half step back into the 5th again. And we continue down the arpeggio. 3, 1, flat 7. So that was same as the beginning. Now back over a G chord once again. Still thinking about this triad shape, but now just doing a 6 and a hammer-on pull-off from the 5 to the 6, and then down the chord. But now instead of going down to the flat 7th, we're going to skip down to the 6 and the 5. So that was. Approaching the 6th chord, but we're going to get there by going a half step into the 3 and then a half step into the 6. For the 9th measure, we're approaching the 2 chord, which is an A7. Or an A minor. In this case, we're playing an A7. We're going to go a half step in. It's a 1, flat 7, 3, B flat 7 to A7. And then a blues lick right out of the G minor pentatonic scale, but starting on this A first, A, and then right down the entire pattern here. Back to the G. this last piece is just a 1-6-2-5, starting on the G. We just hit that G, now we're playing the F and the B, the other two chords from that G7 shell, and sliding down a fret, then playing an F7 at the first fret, now holding this G sharp on the third string, first fret, still playing 6, 4, and 3, that's an E7. Now two A7s, and then a D7, and a half step back to G7.